Hi everyone, this is Cherry Enchantress with Pixie Dust Tarot, and this is your daily dust for Wednesday, July 13th, or any time that you're watching and stumble upon this. This is a timeless reading. I film it a day ahead of time, so you can take it for a day ahead also if you like. The Romantic Tarot is what we're using, and this now I'm just going through all the decks I have in little boxes, the tuck boxes. And this one is really sweet. Most of these tuck boxes are Los Scarabeo, I have to admit. He's got some good decks. If only he could just, or the company could just do me a favor and put them in some hardcover boxes with some really pretty edging. He does have, there are a lot out there that have the, have gilded, but not on the edge. Usually it's like the foil. Anyway. Also another deck that shuffles well. And one that I would like to edge, but you see how the border is, it's a little bit white with a little decorative motif. So it makes sense not to color the edges. Okay, here we go. Let's take off the top. Ooh, we have Ace of Swords. This is sort of a violent Ace of Swords. Look at the blood on the sword. And it's like a blue rose it's cutting in half. But Ace of Swords is good. Aces are beginnings. Swords is air, which represents honesty, truth, communication, kind of a directness. Sometimes it can just represent a direct type of communication. And it doesn't have to be communication. Aces just means beginning, like an aha, like an epiphany, usually is what an ace means. So it'll be interesting because the Romantic Tarot does have interesting definitions in there. I'll be curious to look at that. Ooh, I like this one too. The Five of Swords. Five of Swords is usually the challenge. Oh, the hollow victory, or the cheater type person. But in this deck it has a slightly different meaning, which I like as well. So we'll look at that one. And ooh, the Ace of Cups. So I feel like whatever's happening today, on this day, the outcome is going to be good. So I feel like with many fives, I think it's about perception and how you see it, how you can turn around some feelings or thoughts on the matter. Since we do have swords, it's going to be mostly your thoughts that are in play here that do affect your feelings. Like, which came first, your thought or your feeling? Which is an argument I've gotten into with some people before, but interestingly enough, one of my favorite authors, Eckhart Tolle, he focuses on the thought. The thought comes through, which causes the feeling. And I've had friends who say the same thing. But I feel like sometimes outside influences give you a feel, right? And then you start to think negatively in that moment, or not, or positively, or whatever you want to do. So let's look a little bit deeper. So in the book, the Ace of Swords is the cut rose, and it says, the blade cuts doubts and desires. The bored heart cries with no tears because it wants to fight, which is very strange English, but I like the fact that it can cut doubts. As after when you're feeling really sure about someone, you really care about them, sometimes you feel like you might be playing tricks on yourself, on your mind. Do I really care about them? And then you might have a moment of clarity, an aha moment. And you're like, yes, I've cut all doubt about how I'm thinking and feeling of this person. I really do care. And so then the Swan Lake is this Five of Swords. It could be similar to the Five of Cups, where maybe there's a bit of sadness and regret in the decisions, but this is all mental. It's like all playing out in your head space instead of your heart space. So the Swan Lake is talking about the soul cries. There is something that happened that maybe you or somebody else is having trouble admitting to. And there could be, it feels like a little bit of regret. And so maybe somebody asked for your forgiveness, and either you haven't responded, or you said no, or you're looking at them like, wait a minute, what are you, there's this uncertainty a little bit, but then you've cut through the doubts. And I feel like this scene is going to turn around. So there is a person, and maybe you and maybe somebody else, who walked away feeling regret in a particular moment. I feel like this came before this in a way. Like this is the scenario, so to speak. Something happened, and then the walking away from a hurtful situation, like feeling hurt by something or someone, but it was really just all in your head, something that you played out in your head that wasn't actually true. And then you cut through the truth and realize, oh, okay, because we have the cups. I mean, if this was somebody who's actually being mean to you, then the Ace of Cups wouldn't be here. And the Ace of Cups is about a new beginning and a whole lot of love, an abundance of love, an amazing love, somebody who loves you so, so much. This is representing the baptism fount, and it's something that's being born, it's something that's being granted, it's something that the universe is giving you. The road ahead is clear. There is a decision that was made, a mental thing, but now it's all heart. It's in the feels area. Maybe it's a fear of opening the heart, and now the heart is open. And there was a moment where there was doubt, and that was all in the mind playing tricks, the ego coming through, adding doubts, not allowing you to open up, to have love, to enjoy this love. But the love comes through. The love will always come through, and it's stronger than anything. Like this particular, all Aces of Cups to me represent a love that is extremely strong, and nothing can stop it. The gates are open. Everything is open. The peace dove is here, so there's like a spiritual protection on it. And whatever decision, whatever happens from this aha moment will be followed through with heartfelt actions. Okay? Oh, the opening of the heart. Beautiful. Well, I hope you like that. Faith, Trust, and Pixie Dust.